I was kind of running around with the wrong people, and I wasn't, a fire service family since I was a kid. It took a lot more work for me to get in the fire service because I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know what an EMT was. I was just told you have to be an EMT to start this. My job before the fire service was mostly a laborer, hanging siding, trim, building fences, things of that nature. But at that point in my life, I was kind of lost. I knew I didn't want to do that for a living. I was kind of hanging around people I probably shouldn't have, and I was kind of lost in life. I didn't have any purpose. I didn't have any goals. I was just kind of stuck. And my grandmother is probably the most important person in my life. She's kind of the core of our family. My grandmother went into cardiac arrest, and firefighters brought her back multiple times, brought her back to life. Firefighter, paramedics, and a private ambulance paramedic as well. Brought her back to life multiple times. The hospital said she'd have a 10% chance of living, and if she did, she would have severe deficits. It's been almost 10 years now. She's still cooking the family dinners. She has no deficits, and she's still the core of my family because those people gave me the gift of my grandmother back. So for me, that took me from this lost kid who didn't know what he wanted to do to now my life has purpose. This is what I want to do. And I completely changed my life and took my life in a whole different direction because of that. So it took me a very long time to get in the fire service, and Vacaville was the first place to give this guy who had no family in the fire service, didn't have a long-lasting fire job. I was a reserve for Rio Vista for a few months, but Vacaville gave me that chance to be a career firefighter. And since I've been here, it's been amazing. It's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I just had it in my head that I'm going to do this no matter what it took. It was just chipping away one class at a time, not looking how far away my goal was, but just taking it one step at a time. They say the only way to move a mountain is one rock at a time. So that's what I was doing. And when I was applying for fire departments, every time I got told no, I just refused to take that as an answer, and I applied somewhere else, and I applied somewhere else. And I actually was in the process with Vacaville, got almost to the end. I was in backgrounds, and they said, we're gonna go with somebody else. And they told me no. A couple of years later, I came back. They liked that I was persistent, and they gave me the opportunity. The only person who doesn't get hired with the fire department is the person who stops trying. So if you're lacking in the physical fitness category, just start working at it little by little, and before you know it, with a good diet and consistent exercise, you don't have to kill yourself and work yourself to death, but just doing a little bit every day and getting better a little bit every day, eventually you're gonna move that mountain and you'll be ready. And like I said, here in Vacaville, you don't have to be, a top level athlete. We will get you to where you need to be. So as long as you're trying, we're gonna help you, and we'll get you right where you need to be. My favorite part of being a firefighter paramedic is being a paramedic, being able to respond to medical calls. And it is 80 to 90% of what every fire department in every city has as far as emergencies, is medical emergencies. And being able to show up on someone's worst day, or maybe it's not their worst day and it's not a significant thing going on, or it might be cardiac arrest, anything from a mild problem to the worst problem. To be the person that they see walk in that door and to make a difference in that person's life, and to give them a positive contact and a positive experience when they're having a bad day means the world to me. Being able to give someone else that gift of life, to be able to take someone who is clinically dead and restart their heart and bring them back to life, and give someone the gift of life back to their family so they can spend another 10 years with their grandmother, like I have been fortunate to do because the firefighter paramedics that saved my life, my grandma's life. To be able to give that back is by far the most important part of my job, and the part I enjoy the most, because those moments will stick with me forever.